Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I wanted to do this glittery purple smoky eye, but I didn't have time for an intro because I was actually getting ready for work, so let's just get started. I started off with my brows today. I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer. I like the shade medium brown just because it's a little more ashy, and this tool just makes it really easy when you want a really bold eyebrow. I like to clean up underneath my eyebrows with some concealer, so I'm just doing that with some MAC Studio Conceal on a Real Techniques angle brush. Now I'm just using Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyelids for eyeshadow, just so they don't crease throughout the day. Next we're going to go in with the Tartelette in Bloom palette. You guys, I love this. I don't know how, I just recently discovered it, but it's gorgeous. I'm going to use that shade right there called Sweetheart. It's kind of like a mauvey pink purple shade. And I'm just putting this in the crease area to add a transition color with an E40 from Sigma. Now I'm going to go in with an Anastasia shadow. It's called Iridescent Purple. This is sold separately, so you don't need the Amrezi palette to have this color. And I'm just buffing this back and forth in my crease with the MAC 224 brush. This color is going to help our glitter on our eyelid that we're going to put down next fade out. So this product is the glitter glue from Too Faced, and I love this. I think it's absolutely necessary for glitter looks. It just makes your life so much easier. So I'm placing this all over the eyelid from inner corner to outer corner with a MAC 242 synthetic brush. Then we're going to go in with the star of the show, the glitter. This is called Iridescent Violet. It's from MAC. I just took home a little sample from work. That's why it was in that little jar, but this is actually sold in the Trolls collection that's out right now at MAC, so of course I will link it down below. And I'm just pressing this down everywhere where we placed the glitter glue. One reason I really love this glitter too is because it's out of the Reflex line at MAC, and all the Reflex glitters are just so fine. They're so easy to work with. Now I'm going in with my favorite gel liner. It's the Inglot 77. It's just the blackest black liner. It is seriously so dark. I love it. I used to use the MAC Black Track, which I really do like because it's nice and creamy, but it almost just looked kind of gray to me. So I just love how dark this liner is. I use it every single day almost, and I'm just applying that with a MAC 263 angle brush. For primer, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Primer Water. I love this stuff. And then for foundation, you guys probably guessed, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. I'm in love with this. I'm kind of in between shades 3 and 4, so I just mix those here. This is just the best full coverage lately. I've been so obsessed with it. It's all I've been using. It just stays forever, and it has such nice coverage, and it's nice and matte. Now I'm going to go in with this concealer from Kat Von D. It's the new Lock-It Tattoo Concealer. Mine is in the shade number 9. I really have been liking this, you guys. It doesn't crease on me. It gives a nice full coverage, and it stays all day long. I just love it. And then my little girl Ellie, she kept barking at me. She really wanted to see you guys and be in the video, so I picked her up to share that with you guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and bronze. I'm using MAC Delphic bronzer. It's a sculpt bronzer. These come out every summer, usually in the limited collection. If it's still online, I will definitely link it down below for you guys. It's nice and creamy. I love these bronzers. Now I'm going to set all this work we've done, so I'm going to go in with the Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier, and I'm just applying this with my wet beauty sponge. This is a Real Techniques beauty sponge, by the way. They're so cheap, and they're literally the exact same thing as a beauty blender. I might even like them better. I'm cleaning up my contour with this powder also. I'm just going to leave that for a while and then set my forehead area and down the center of my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and wipe that powder off underneath our eyes so we can go back in with some more eyeshadow. Now to highlight, we're going to use Anastasia's Vanilla. Again, this is sold separate, so you don't need this palette to find this color. I'm just going to pop this on the inner corners and underneath my brow bone with an E70 from Sigma. Underneath our eyes, I'm going to go ahead and line them with some Maybelline liner. This is a bright blue color, which I thought would be really fun and pretty. I'm just going to line, like I said, from the outer corner to the inner corner and then buff it out with that iridescent purple, again from Anastasia. Just basically the same steps we did in our upper crease area, we're going to repeat in the lower lash line area. So I'm buffing it out, like I said, with the iridescent purple using a pencil brush from Sigma. And then I'm going to go back with that Sweetheart color from the Tartelette in Bloom palette. And we're just going to buff that right over top of the iridescent purple just to smoke out that lower lash line and make it really nice and blended. For mascara, first I'm going to use this Extended Play Giga Black on the bottom just because it's really good at defining the lashes without getting them too clumpy or anything like that. And then on the top, I'm using this new Instacurl mascara from MAC. I love this so far. You can twist the lid and bend the wand to make it either more curled or more straight. It's kind of cool. So I'm using that on the top, and then we're going to go back in with some lashes anyway, so I'm just doing a quick little coat. For lashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell Wispies. I love these, they're just great everyday lashes. Now that that powder underneath our contour has been set for a while, I'm going to dust that off, and then I'm going to go in with some blush. I'm using Warm Soul from MAC. It's a mineralized blush. It's honestly my favorite blush from MAC. I love it. It just goes with any look you're doing. And then for a highlight, I'm going to use Lightscapade. It's just a really pretty, like white, shimmery, silver kind of highlight. And I'm putting this on with a Morphe highlighting brush on my cheekbones, the nose, and right above the lips. For our lip combo today, we're going to be doing kind of a pinky nude. So I'm using Staunchly Stylish. It's a Pro Longwear lip pencil. And I'm just outlining the bottom of my lip, and then girl, I am overlining that top lip as usual. I have a little baby top lip, so I like to overline it. And then for our lipstick, I'm using Viva Glam 2. It's just the perfect pinky nude. I wanted to show you guys. It's just so pretty. And it's also a satin, so it's great because it doesn't dry out the lips too much, but it still packs a lot of color on there. And then I'm just going to top it off with this Marc Jacobs gloss. This is in the color Moon Glow. It's just a really pretty light pinky nude, and it just gives a lot of shine, which I liked. Now I'm going to finish off with some MAC Fix Plus just to hydrate the skin and set all the powders down to my face. And then you are done. I hope you guys love this look, and thank you so much for watching.